Hi, it's Kazuyoshi. So one of my friend is in the past 6 months or maybe a year, I constantly think that the what do I say business or the industry, I don't know what exactly that industry is, but any industry actually are going to be heavily impacted by the AI. And of course, everybody is aware of that, but not this statement doesn't mean that okay, people can use this and work will be efficient and all those things. It's not just limited to that. It's much bigger, and he's constantly saying that it's gonna change the entire way of working, in which I agree. And it is happening at some place, but very only limited to some companies. And you can imagine that those companies are really probably countable because it's less than 10 worldwide, I guess. And of course, are very good at this because they have studied this. And of course, there are some prerequisites for that because that they have a big operation and also the AI, they have a capability to develop that by themselves. Otherwise, if you have a small plant with 30 people, I don't think that full utilization of AI is necessary. And also, in future, it may happen, but not now. So the bigger it is, the scale requires that, and then therefore there are rooms and opportunities for the organization to think well about that, to try to fully implement if they have the capability to develop it by themselves. And there are a lot of factories all around the world, but usually the manufacturers does not have the capability to develop the AI program by themselves, which means that they have to contract or purchase that from somewhere else, which makes it, of course, expensive. And of course, the knowledge is limited, so they don't want to do this. Even if I was CEO of that, I will hesitate. So understand. So there are only limited numbers of companies who can do this at this moment. Manufacturer and IT or AI combined companies. And you can easily name the most famous one. But this is going to be growing, obviously. And not just because those companies are going to sell that approach, but people or companies are willing to learn that and also trying to hire the people who can do that for their company. And it's going to come. I mean, when it's come, where it will start and where it will go is not important because now the world is one world, not as coming from the US or China. But maybe it looks like that, but actually it may happen at any place, right? So I'm determined to, and of course, I don't say that I know everything about that, but I have a good image and idea of what is happening, and I'm determined that that has to be taught to the corporations who are willing to make a shift towards a new era. In the beginning, I said that it's going to be a completely different way of working, and it's going to be a completely different way of working. So all the assumptions that we have learned in the past 30, 40 years, I'm talking about our career, so in the past 150 years, well, many of them will not be relevant anymore. It's not going to be required, or maybe obsolete, or maybe rather a problem that is installed in the root of the companies or the people. And it's going to be hard. So we need to hire younger people, which means that we need to cut older people like us, and it's going to cause a lot of trouble. Of course, the machine is not going to be required. So what are you going to do with this big machine, which we invested a lot, we loved, and which we were proud of, but it's not going to be relevant from 5 years from now. On the book, maybe it is already depreciated, but mentally, this was important for us. You can imagine that. So all those things will happen. So, but we have to live with this. And so we are determined to help the companies will learn and think and install the new way of working, which is not perfectly defined yet. So we have to define and also work with the people who are going to make a change for your own organization. Right, that is one thing. And so I have to come with more updates, but kind of a soft announcement that we are going to step into that area. Thank you. That is for today. And we'll talk about this again.